Hello, peace and beautiful blessings. I have been eagerly awaiting the arrival of Tarot of Life. It was a deck that I backed last year on Kickstarter, created by Mariah Aller, Harvest and Moon, and she's also in North Carolina. So anytime I find like a North Carolina artist or creator, it always excites me because it's like, yay, I get to support local. So I actually got to play around with a prototype of the Tarot of Life. And that was a lot of fun and amazing. So I'll kind of get to see like if there were any differences in the cards or anything like that. But I got the prototype as part of my social media management work to like take pictures, share on social, things like that. And so that was a lot of fun to get to play around. But this is the actual deck. This came a couple days ago. I was backer 33 out of 500, I believe. So yay. So just standard box. And I believe this is the Sun card. It's so cute. But this is the Tarot of Life guidebook that comes in the deck. It's pretty chunky. Inside, there's a beautiful dedication. I believe that these cards were based on like people in her life. So of course, Tarot of Life. And that's one of the beautiful things about tarot is every creator, every reader has their own like flavor. And some decks have their own language, like the Dreams of Gaia Tarot that kind of has its own language and system. So I really like decks like that. So there is an introduction to tarot. She also talks about gender in tarot. There are some tarot spreads. I'm all about tarot spreads, love those. And then it kind of talks about interpreting the cards. Shares some numerology, the symbols and the elements. And then it goes into the major. So this is a book that's in color. So it gives, for the majors, there's like a little quote there, like begin your journey, right? That's what the Fool is all about. So there's like a little descriptor of the card. Then it gives the association. So it gives the elemental association, the astrological, the chakra, and also keywords. And then it goes into what the Fool, like the meaning of the Fool. And then it also gives a reverse meaning and some journaling prompts. And then it repeats for the next card, which of course would be the Magician. So same thing. So it goes through all of the majors, then we get into the minors, starting with the wands, and it's the same thing, same format. You've got the name of the card, like a little summary, a little blurb about the card, then it goes into its associations. So this one, it talks about, because it's an ace, what does the ace represent? The wands, what does that suit represent? It also gives timing. There's astrology for the card, and then keywords. And so the same thing for the following cards in the minors as well. It tells you what it gives you the numerology, the suit, timing, astrology, and keywords, which I really love. I love that the astrology is in there. I love astrology. I am learning astrology. I would never consider myself an expert or pro at astrology, but I am an astrology enthusiast. So it's something that I continue to study. And I sometimes do weave it into my readings when it's like there, but it's not something that I do intentionally all the time. So looking at the cards, this is the back of the cards, and it has this linen finish. So it's very similar to the prototype deck. These cards are very flexible, so I can like bend the entire deck, which means they'll be great to kind of do that like casino shuffling. So I don't want to mix the cards up because I do want to go through and show you the art on the cards. So we will start with the Fool. And she is walking, it's almost like she's dancing, right? This feels very happy. And I like that we're seeing the back of the Fool instead of usually it's front on, like the Fool is walking towards you. And so this to me is like, yes, we are going in a new path. We're moving forward. We don't care about what's behind us. I'm looking ahead. So I really like that aspect of the Fool. Then we have the Magician. I really want rose gold hair. So I have been trying to go back and forth on what I'm going to do with my hair, but I've been thinking about cutting it short like this and doing like this rose gold color. So I don't know, we'll see. So here we have the Magician. And then this is the High Priestess, which is the creator of the deck. If you check out Harvest and Moon on Instagram, that is Mariah. And I think that's so fun. Like, you can put yourself in your own deck. And this is the Empress. Beautiful colors. We have the Emperor. And the Hierophant. I like these cards because they are minimalist, but they're also modern. They're very simple. The colors just pop out. This is the Lover's card. And we have the Chariot. That looks like my dog. We've got the Chariot there with the dog and the cat. We have the Strength card. Beautiful. We've got the Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. I love that this is like a compass in your hand, because it's, I really love that, because it's like I love to see that they use a compass for the Wheel of Fortune. I can't even articulate why, but I'm pretty sure you get it. I've been having an interesting time trying to like say certain things. It's like my thoughts are moving like faster than I can like slow them down to process them, to speak them, probably because we are in Gemini season. But yeah, so I really love seeing that it is a compass, because it a lot of times, right, you can either feel that everything is predestined, that, you know, fate is in control, or you can feel that you can kind of co-create things. That's where I was trying to go. So when you have a compass, you can see like, okay, well, I'm going to the north. If you want to head north, then you can continue to follow the compass. When the compass starts to shift directions and you realize you're going west, do you keep walking west, or do you decide that you're going to walk north, right? Get back on track, on your path. So I really love that. And then we have Justice, one of my favorite cards in the deck. We have the Hanged One. There's Death. Look at them boots. I love the purple boots. So cute. And we have Temperance, scientist in the lab, mixing it up. The Devil. Ooh, the Tower. Those flames. Oh my gosh. It is engulfing everything. When I had the card like this almost looked like a person in the flame up there to me. And then I see a bull right there. Like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff popping out. And then it looks like something like is running, running out of the flame here. And then we have the Star. The Moon. And we've got the Sun. And then Judgment. I love this card. Oh, I love it so much, because you can see the beginning, the end, you can see young, you can see old, and really, right, like they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So maybe you've gotten up into your senior years of life, but when you look at yourself, you're still seeing, you know, that inner child, that vibrancy, that spark of life that you have inside you. So it's a reminder that, you know, about our perceptions and things like that. Like, I really love this. I love this so much. And then it can also be like a reflection as well, because let's say the little girl is standing there. It's also like, again, like, what is she seeing as she's looking at this woman holding the mirror up? So it's like two perspectives. Just, I really love this card. And then we have the World. I think this is one of the most interesting world cards ever. But the way the suit follows after Judgment, it's like, what is next after that, right? So I thought that was really interesting. And then it goes into like the ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Like, at the end of our life's journey, what are we going to become, right? What happens to our physical bodies? So I thought that was very interesting. All right, so let's get into the, oh, these are so gorgeous. Yeah, let's get into it. So first up, we have the Wands. So we have the Ace of Wands. I like fire, so we've got the match there. We've got the Two of Wands. There is the Three of Wands. There's the Four of Wands, the Five, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands. He's got a rocket strapped to his back. There's the Nine. And we've got the Ten of Wands. That looks very dangerous. And then, so for the court cards, there is the Explorer, the Teacher, the Student, and the Influencer. And let me check, because sometimes court cards are not in order, so I want to check to see if I had those. And I did not. Okay, so it starts with, let's see. Yeah, that's what I figured. So Explorer would be the Page. Student would be the Knight. Then Influencer would be the Queen. That makes sense. And then the Teacher would be the King. This blue is so, so pretty. So here we have the cups. We've got the Ace of Cups. We've got the Two of Cups. We've got the Three of Cups. The Four of Cups. The Five of Cups. And she is crying into the cups. There's the Six of Cups. There's the Seven. The Eight of Cups. The Nine of Cups. And then we've got the Ten of Cups. Okay, then we have the Explorer of Cups. The Student of Cups. The Influencer of Cups, and the Teacher of Cups. There's the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, there's the Ten of Swords, there is the Explorer of Swords, the Student of Swords, the Influencer of Swords, and the Teacher of Swords. And then we move into the final suit, the Pentacles. So there is the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, there's the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and then we have the Explorer of Pentacles, and they've got lots of flowers in these. The Student of Pentacles, the Influencer of Pentacles, and the Teacher of Pentacles. So that is a look at the gorgeous Tarot of Life. It is very minimalistic, but the colors are so vibrant. The images are super relatable, very modern, and pretty diverse. This is a very diverse deck. There shows like a variety of people and backgrounds and differences, and there are some beautiful nods to like things in society, like the 8 of Pentacles was amazing to see. All of these Black boys reading books, and they're in, you know, suits and ties and learning, and I think that's very beautiful to showcase like that. Yeah, so that is the Tarot of Life. I didn't notice. Oh, there are some differences. Okay, so let me find the Death card. I was going to say I didn't really notice any differences. Now, I haven't read with this deck that often, but so this is the finished deck, and then this is the prototype. So you can see there were some changes with Death, and in fact, oh, even the card shapes are a little different. So you can see like this one is more of a like standard format. This one's a little kind of just a smidge wider and rounder. The yeah, there's just a slight difference with the corners. But that was interesting to note. Okay, so now I'm curious, are there others? I know that one stood out because I was like, I didn't see that on the Death card. I want to say the images look a little bit smaller. It's so funny because all of the, yeah, so there is a difference. So this is the High Priestess. There's like a slight, like you can see the colors difference, and then the image is just a little smaller, and then the font is a bit different. Now I will say I love the font on here, but it's still beautiful nonetheless. This is looked like more of like a handwritten font, and this was more of like a kind of type font. So yeah, there are some slight differences, and of course this is just a prototype deck, so the colors probably aren't as vivid. But yeah, for the most part, a lot of things, yeah, stay the same. Just some minor differences and definite more colors. Oh, so this is the Hanged one. Again, another. So you can see the difference in between the prototype and the finished version of the deck. So really beautiful. Really love the color in these cards. Oh, did I mix them up? I might have a little bit. It's all good. So yeah, I'm super excited. I remember when I first got this deck, I did some readings with it. It reads very clear. Like the energy of this deck was like super clear, easy to connect with. Like I said, it is very minimalistic, lots of like white bordering, but the colors themselves, they really pop out. Again, these are the back of the cards. They have a good amount of flexibility and like a linen finish to them. They shuffle well, so I'll go ahead and shuffle this deck. Yeah, they shuffle really easily. They just kind of slide off of each other. But yeah, so that's a peek at the Tarot of Life, created by Mariah Aller. This came through Kickstarter, but I'm sure you can find her on Instagram at Harvest and Moon to learn more about the deck and other amazing things that she may have in store. All right, this was a lot of fun. I have been waiting to get the printed version of this for quite some time. That's the beautiful thing about Kickstarter is even though like sometimes it's like, oh, I have to wait, it's like all of these gifts come through. And even though this year I was to not buy decks, when I get those like late Kickstarters or, you know, Kickstarters coming in as they are completed, it's always fun to get that surprise. So there are a couple of other decks that I have my eye on. One is the Aligned Heart. I think it's called Aligned Heart by Kim of Fables Den, who also created like the Spreadcap Crafters Oracle. And yeah, so I love that deck as well. And she created the Way of Panda. I have those, love those decks. So I'm excited. The cards, yeah. So that's something I have on my wish list, and I'm hoping that I can bring that one home as well. So I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll be doing some readings with this deck really soon. Sending you an abundance of love. Be sure to check out my website, JovhannahTisdale.com, where I offer readings and healing sessions and other things that may be of interest to you when it comes to love, healing, and matters of the heart. All right, I'll see you soon. Peace.